Oh, what a glorious day. What a glorious day to be a Gooner, eh? Winning in the Bernabeu again. Right, let's get into this. Right. All Real Madrid really had was crosses into the box. Our defence stood up. Big mention to Kivior. Excellent over the two games. Didn't make a mistake in the second leg. And also, there was only one mistake you really made. That could have been down to nerves at the Emirates, where you rushed in, miskicked the ball. But it come to nothing. And as we know, we ended up being 3-0 up. But I think the media and all the Bellingham in the press conferences, as I said in my preview, I was really, really nervous. I was myself. But then, I don't know, maybe I bought into it. Because I didn't think logically we're 3-0 up. Because magical things happen in Spain, in Madrid, at the Bernabeu. That's all the media coverage was about. And instead of thinking logically we're 3-0 up and keep it tight and attack when we can. But all Madrid had was crosses in the game. How the game went was Mbappe early on. It was mile offside and he chested it into the empty net. The Real Madrid fans went mental, but I personally could see clear it was a mile offside, and that's what the decision was given by VAR and the referee. I'd like to say VAR, even though they took a long time to make decisions, and the referee, I think it was spot on, and not only because we got the result, but I just think they had really. Everyone's quick enough to slag off referees, but I thought they had a really good game with VAR. The whole team had a really good game. Right, to start with, there was a set piece on the 13th minute. Asensio fouling Mikel Merino and putting him back at the from the set piece, and I saw kerfuffles happening. Rudiger was always pushing at corners and stuff. Timber over and other people were like the normal kerfuffles at set pieces. But I didn't actually see this. And then VAR, Real Madrid, I think, went on the attack and VAR called it back. And I was like, what's happening here? And then they were going over to the monitor, suspected penalty. So I thought, no, it's not going to give, and it's Arsenal. And then it was given. The referee watched it on the screen, and then it was given as a penalty. As soon as he pointed at that spot, commentators were saying, Arsenal got the penalty, and is it controversial? All that sort of stuff. And Odegaard got the ball as normal. What happens? Especially with Arsenal do, someone else grabs the ball and then the penalty taker waits around. I did actually think, going through my head, oh no, Odegaard's taking it, and he hasn't had a great season. I really don't want him to miss it. But he gave the ball to Saka. I just thought Saka was going to hard in one of the corners and score, hopefully. My heart was like pumping, couldn't really watch it, and I eventually got the courage up to watch it, and then, Saka, a cheeky little Panenka. If you did it down the middle, would have gone in. But it went the same size as Courtois, dived, his big arms, his big hand, palmed it away. Saka's missed the penalty. You've got to get over that quickly. And but Madrid fans were celebrating, and I thought, this is typical Arsenal. Missed the penalty, said Real Madrid are going to get back into it, and I was really, really nervous. But they didn't really offer much. Saliba was class against Mbappe, whether it was beating him to the headers or ushering him out. Big up to Jakob Kivior over the 180 minutes. You were absolutely brilliant, especially last night in the second leg at the Bernabeu. Didn't put a foot wrong. You only put 1 foot wrong through the whole tie. That was at the Emirates where you miskicked it. I think you were a bit nervous, but anyway, last night you were superb. Timber, Vinicius Jr. couldn't get any crosses in. Timber was excellent. Miles Lewis-Skelly on the left, inverting in, especially in the second half, going down mazy runs on the through the midfield. 18-year-old at the Bernabeu. Oh, you're cool as anything, cool as a cucumber. Chilled out. He was even chilled out before the game, taking pictures on the phone to someone, probably his mum, but as he probably does for every game. And at 18 years of age at the Bernabeu, you didn't look out your depth. You looked one of the best players on the pitch. Actually, you would have played left back for Madrid. You would have started for them. So we are so lucky to have this young talent. Like I said, we defended amazing. Shots on, blocked them all. They didn't have one shot on target in the first half. But there was a bit of controversy. The referee saw what he believed was a tug on Declan Rice on Mbappe, and he gave a penalty. And VAR then got involved. There was maybe an offside or the actual offence from Declan Rice. Declan Rice was pleading his innocence, and then it ended up being no penalty, which I was like glad about. And then so they had most of the possession. They had, through the game, they had 18 shots, Madrid, to our 12. We had 6 on target. They had 3, I believe, which from 18 shots isn't good. They didn't have a shot on target in the first half. Only the shots on target were in the second half. But we defended well. We got in 0-0 at half time. So we were doing our job. 3-0 up on aggregate at half time. And I've started to believe that we got to just defend like we have in the first half, which we did for most of the game. Second half come out. Mikel Merino, great, dropping back into midfield as well. Had a great game and won us the penalty in the first half, being fouled. But Saka, as I said, missed. Then in the second half, the defence was still clearing the ball. There were all crosses just coming in. That's all Real Madrid had. With their talent up top, I was very surprised. And Mbappe got brought off, and then I thought, whoa. But the second half time, as I was looking, seemed ages to count down. Nerves were still there because everyone was still going on about they could get a first and then they get a free and bring it into extra time. But, sorry, bit rude of me. But then Merino slid a nice ball through to Saka, who was one-on-one with Courtois. Could he be the magical moment like Thierry Henry in the Bernabeu and score? And he did. Chip Courtois in the box. Nice little dink. Went in the far post. And then, so we scored. He celebrated. Arsenal fans are going mental. I was going mental. And whilst I was doing that, whilst I'd calmed down, the Real Madrid, it went up their end. Raya rolled it out to Saliba. Saliba, who's normally really accomplished, spatial awareness where other players are, good on the ball, and it nicked Vinicius Jr., nicked it off Saliba. Raya was on the wrong side of the goal. He just looped it into the goal, and it was 1-1 on the night. And then it was back to square one, what it was at the beginning of the game. But all they had was then after that, as I've said the whole time, it seemed to me in the game, it was just cross after cross after cross, and we were defending it. It really surprised me. As I've said before, Timber locked off Vinicius Jr. with every chance, and Luis Miles Skelly did the same. Then Mourinho, with his second assist, put the ball through to Martinelli. Martinelli come through on the left-hand side on his right foot, and then slide it home in the bottom corner. Celebrate with the Arsenal fans. Arsenal win at the Bernabeu again, and it was 2-1 this time. Arsenal fans go mental. Everyone, me at home, every gooner around the world was going mental, whether you were at the ground or not. But, oh my God, what a night. What a night. Arsenal fans were singing all night, and most of the game you drowned out your good wave fans. Madrid in the day was absolutely immense, and Arsenal took over Madrid singing their songs. But well, it seemed to me, what I could see on the channels and social media, but we were through. Bring on Paris Saint-Germain. And the only disappointing thing that happened was, to me, was Partey got involved in a scuffle with Rudiger and Bellingham, and they got yellow cards. Rudiger got a yellow card, and so did Partey. And Partey misses the next leg, the first leg against Paris Saint-Germain. But as I said, bring on Paris Saint-Germain. Great night at the Bernabeu in Real Madrid. Everyone said we couldn't do it, and we did. So come on. We're into the semis. Paris up next. We can do this. I believe now. I really believe. I'm not going to be the nervous wreck I was against Madrid. Come on, Arsenal. We can do this. We can really do it. Come on.